Okay, right. Welcome back, everyone. It's time for episode 3. Right. Why can I never remember to start this? Classic maps. There we go. United States. Last week we were very close to a perfect score, but we didn't quite get there. So I'm hoping that this week we can continue our, well, I was going to say streak, but it's not a streak really. Continue our success, shall we say, from the first episode. Just check. No time limit. Moving. Excellent. Let's begin. Is that another road, right? Yeah, I guess. Okay. Nice little area. Boston Commons. At historic Fort Harrison. Okay. May come in handy. Nice little pond. I'm guessing this is a not gated community, but a private one. Forget what they're called. A very nice place, though, I have to admit. Looks very chill. Got little ponds everywhere. Fountains. Yeah, so it overlooks, the back of the house overlooks onto this little pond. How cool is that? Very nice. Wonder how much it costs to live here. I'm curious now, actually. After this round, I'm going to check what the house price of these sorts of houses are. Place your bets now. I'm not that familiar with like US house prices, and it's in dollars too, of course, which is gonna throw me off as well. But I'll make a guess. I'll find out where we are first, and then I'll make a guess. We are in Lawrence, it would appear. City of Lawrence. City of Lawrence honors Lieutenant Marco C. Aleos. Okay. I was going to say a single star in mean Texas, but I think that might just be coincidence in this case. Ooh, Interstate 465. That's going to be. Oh, how does it work again when it's triple digits? So is that going to be off of the 46? Is that how that works? I can't remember now. The annoying thing is, I said it in another episode. 465. Or is it off of the 65? It is one of the blue ones. 475. And that appears to be off of the 75. So have a look down a little bit. Is it going to be in Florida? Could be. Doesn't look like it though. Okay. 465. 675475. 285. 385 over there. What's the point? We're in Lawrence, aren't we? There a Lawrence anywhere? Tell you what, it's boring to just do that. I'm going to keep looking for other markers. If I can't find anything, I will come back to that. I have to admit, so far, looks like quite a nice place. Harrison Center. Okay. Now that I think about it, maybe we should be heading towards the highway, which was back the other way, I think, because the sign was on the other side of the road. Hmm. Can't see anything up ahead. Maybe I ought to be going the other way. Yeah, let's do it. I'm not even going to go back through the back to the start because I'll probably come out in the wrong place. Air Force National. Okay. Fort Ben. Indian. Oh my goodness, how do you pronounce that? Indianapolis. There's a place called Indianapolis, isn't there? I don't know where it is though. Is it Indiana? Yeah, Indianapolis. There it is. Indiana. But that says Indianapolis. Let's see if this looks like the right place. What was it called? Fort Ben. Irvington. University. Oh, Lawrence. Okay. Now we need to work out what road we're on. What is this main road? This tell us? No, it doesn't look like it. Here we go. 56th Street and Post Road. And it travels east to west. 56th and Post Road. Why is that number not staying in my 56? 56. Goodness me. Oh, look, Post Road. There's 46th, 42nd, 56th. Now the question is, where are we on this road? We passed that. I saw a sign that said open 24 hours. Was that going? What's that? There's a bank. Currently heading west. Right, we passed that as well. We were quite close to that, if I remember correctly. It was like one of these roads, not that one. That sign was very quick. Might have even been here. Was it here? It might be, I don't know if it's this one. Maybe it's the next one along. So that means we are. What's the closest shop? It was the bank, right? I don't think it's that far along. I think it's this, Old National Bank there. Okay, right. Let's go to here. Watertown Drive meets Glen Road. On this bit. Watertown Drive meets Glen Road there. So if I go to here, go down here, it should come out onto the right. Okay. So go back right back to where we were. We are on the north edge of it. Kind of right there. Let's see if we get a perfect. We do indeed. Splendid. That was quite a quick round, actually. Oh, yes. House prices. That's the other thing I was going to look up. Okay. Now that I know where I am, I'm in Indiana, near the city center, Indianapolis, on a private estate ish. I'm gonna go ahead and guess that they range from 800,000 to a million. It's not one of the most, it's not New York, but it's still a major city. That's my guess. 800,000 to a million. And I will just get up the app and I will let you know. Okay, right. Got Zillow up. So we're going to look up Lawrence, Indiana. Are we in the right place? Roughly. Where is... Hold on. So we're kind of on by the 465. Right, so we're kind of here. Oh, here we are. Fort Harrison State Park. Remove boundary. Let's see if there's any houses for sale in this. Doesn't look like it. Oh, but you can see the value of them. What? 300,000. Some of them are even less. 250. You're joking. There's some out here that are more. 390. These are a bit more. 400. 389. There's really none in there. It's a shame that. Can we look at any of them? Good question. Where did we start? We started here. There were some nice ones on this road. And there's the lake thing. That one is 378,000. That one's 286. There's almost 100,000 difference. Whereas they don't look that different. 2,300 square foot, 2,000 square foot. Okay, so there is a 300 square foot difference. Okay, let's go with one of these ones that backs onto the... Which one do we reckon? Let's go with this one. We can look at the pictures of it. Does it have any indoor pictures? Oh wow, that's very oldie worldy. Nice amount of space though. And doesn't look like it's been renovated since probably the 80s. That's nice though, actually. Nice hallway. Nice high ceilings. Is that a mirror or is that one bedroom? Enormous. It's not a mirror. Wow. There's a huge bedroom. Walk-in shower. Plus tub. Plus wardrobe. Walk-in wardrobe. Good laundry room. Bedroom, I guess. I don't even know what. Is that a basement? Quite big. Yeah, basement, I'm guessing. A large basement? No. This is the basement. Or is this a garage? Oh, it looks like attached to the... That's this room. So it's like a second room in the basement, I guess? Oh my goodness. It's round. That's massive. Like a full-on workshop. Oh, no way. He's got like models. That is crazy. That is not as expensive, nowhere near as expensive as I thought. I wonder why. Because I know that there are, like, house prices in America can be insane. In some places. So I've heard. But not here. So I wonder why not. Hmm. Well, that was interesting anyway. I guess we will now move on to the next. All the words aren't working today. Move on to the next level. Okay, right. Let's continue on to level 2. Range arrangement. Solar panels. Got them all over the place. Okay, this looks like a very new area. This brick doesn't look very old at all. That's a nice pattern. Guessing this is a relatively new neighborhood. What are the house prices like here? I feel like this is going to be a theme now. Maybe just for this episode, maybe for all of them if I can remember. But I want to know the house prices. Just me, or is that a really tall front door? Looks like it's about 8 feet high. It looks disproportionate, that house. They're quite nice houses, though, I have to admit. Head over that way. Looks like there's a town. I have to admit, it's a bit too concretey for my liking. Not enough sort of trees. So I have to admit, it looks very dry. And maybe that's why. It reminds me a bit of this new place that they're building relatively near me. But this is much, much nicer. So the only reason it reminds me of it is because, well, there is trees here and there. Is because this place has not a single speck or blade of grass in sight. All of the houses are exactly the same. They're not even as big as this. They're obviously they're 2-story, but they're probably, if you were to cut this building off on this pillar here, so all of this section, they're probably about that wide at the front, and only maybe slightly deeper than they are wide. They're basically just big red brick boxes. It's an ugly brick type as well. It's not like these where they've got patterns or like these. It's like this but even uglier somehow. And every house is exactly the same. They're not spaced apart, they're attached. And none of them are unique. These are all slightly different shapes, similar but different. These are not, these are identical. And you'll just get a row of, it depends, sometimes a row of 3, sometimes a row of 6. All the same, and everything is just paved over. So it's a similar layout to this in that there's a few winding roads and it goes around a bit. But there's no wide cul-de-sacs or anything. It's just sort of roads about this width, probably slightly narrow, but there's no greenery around the edges. It's just curb and then pavement, and then you come off the curb and it's road. It's really depressing. And, you know, they're going to go and charge probably like £500,000 for a house like that. That's not even exaggeration. It's awful. So although I said this reminds me of it, it only reminds me because there was that bit that was quite paved over. In reality, it's nothing like this. This is a dream compared to the area I'm describing. I don't know what it is about these new homes. Oh, Texas. Okay, useful. I don't know if it's the same in the US, but in the UK, these new builds are just worst. They all look exactly the same, and they don't even look good at that. I need to find my way out of here. I'm rambling on and realised I'm still in the neighbourhood. These houses they are actually very nice. I like them. How much are these worth, do we reckon? Well, we're in Texas, so it depends where. If we're near a city, I can imagine it being quite expensive. But I thought that about the last ones, and I was very wrong. Okay, how do I escape this place? I wonder if the locals think that too. How do I get out? Okay, here we go. Golf course. Ooh. Must be apartments, right? There's no way that's one house. Okay, does this place have a name? It does. Villages of Caramel or Carmel. Villages of Carmel. Okay. Let's see if we can find any more useful information. I think we know it. We know it's Texas at this point. Probably doesn't look to be. How do I escape? Come to a dead end. It's probably Texas, based on that van. We need just a nearby city, and then we should good. Armagh. Flowers Baking Co. of Danton. That might be a hint. Danton, Texas. Texas is too big to look for a place called Danton. I'd imagine it's a very small town. I'll have a quick scan. Not too far. Have a quick look up here. No. Okay. I'm not going to scan for Danton. Need to find a bigger town. Really? Oh, just stops. That's unusual. On a main road, it just stops. Rooms for sale. Beacon Creek. Where the hell can I go then? Over the train tracks up this way. Can't cross over there. Where the hell do I go then? Can go up here. Only briefly. It's a dead end in all directions. Well, not actually a dead end, but the car just stops. That's a problem. I may have to search for Danton, Texas. Hold on, does that van have any clues? No. Ooh. No, no idea what any of those. Oh dear. Hmm. Um, am I going to have to look for Danton? Hold on. Did I just see something that said truth or consequence? Truth or consequences? What? That's the name of the town. Okay. An elephant butt as well. It's in New Mexico. I've gone too far. Look for Danton. Okay. If this, I'm gonna just scan, and if this takes too long, or if I don't find it, I'm gonna skip ahead. Oh, Denton. Was it Danton or Denton? I think it was Denton, right? Uh, this doesn't look anything like. Must not be in Denton specifically. It's what was that place called? Village of Carmel? Is that going to show up on a map? I don't know if that will show up on a map. Because I haven't seen anything. I think there's a golf course, but that's it. You know, it could be out here. The missile base. Nice. Um, BD Shores. What is this? Like a Fortnite map or something? Right. This. Oh, there's a golf course here. Hmm. Uh, was this even the right name for this place? Got it off the side of a van. Um, oh, I'm gonna be stuck in here again now. Carmel Hills. That Carmel place is just not gonna be on the map, is it? Um, how am I gonna find it? Well, I'm pretty sure we saw a golf course. But let's start there. This looks too built up though. What is it? I don't know. We definitely didn't see like a highway, I don't think. So greenery. Um, lake there. I don't think we saw a lake. I'm thinking like this area. Not this area, of course, because it's not AD Shores, but another golf club there. There is. Where did it go? Now, this looks like it could be the kind of place. It's so. It looks like an absolute pain to get out of. That's for sure. Oh, we can. We saw that. So, so it is around here somewhere. Okay, what? Carmel Hills. Where would it be? Gotta be. We didn't cross any main roads. It's got to be in this area, right? Carmel Hills. Carmel Hills. We're sort of on the edge. There's that baking place, which we went past it and then we couldn't get over the train tracks and we tried going that way and then the car just stopped. So we came along here. There's the golf, so it's going to be in here. Armor Hills Drive. There it is on that. Oh yeah, I probably should have checked. We're on the eastern edge, so okay, right. Let's go back. Camino Real. What a strange name. And what's the other road? Whoops. I'm not. Camino Real and Mariner. There's Mariner. Does that say Cabrillo? No, it's not that. Camino Real. Oh, Trail. Camino Real Trail. We're there, right? That's it. We've got that road to the east. Is that South Road goes around a bend? Yeah. So we're in this middle bit here, right? Very nice indeed. That was almost a tricky one. I did have to scour a little bit. Pure luck that I found. Well, I say pure luck that I found it. Not really, because, well, I scoured most of Texas looking for it. But I have done that before and found nothing. So I'm glad I found it this time. We were a little bit out of the way. Glad I picked this side, because I could have started looking. There isn't really anything out here. It's a bit too. Nothing that looks like what we need. But again, I could have been looking down here. So glad I found that. Otherwise, I'd have been looking around these roads for a long time. There wasn't much to go by. There was that school, the golf club, which I didn't know the name of, and that baking shop. This one over here. So, excellent. Okay, right. I'm going to pause there for now. Obviously, there will be no pause for you, but I'm going to pause there and I will see you in the next round. Oh, of course. House prices. Okay, I will do that quickly. Okay, so we're looking for. Okay, right, let me make my guess first. I shouldn't look it up yet. Um, where is it? We're not. We're further away, but we are close to Dallas, which is a major city. Relatively close. It's quite. The houses are quite nice. I'm gonna say similar to the other one. I'm gonna go slightly more expensive because they're bigger houses. I'm gonna say $500,000 average. So, Denton, Texas. Here we go. So we were looking in this area somewhere. Gosh, there's a lot of houses. Oh, they're new builds. That's fine. So we are. Where are we looking? Oops. That road there is when we're looking at. So we're in here. Yeah, there's Mariner Drive. Okay, wow, that's a pretty good guess actually. 370k, 475, 500, 625, 350. Have a look at some of them. This one's really close to where we were. So let's go with this one. Right on the guess too. 500,000. Estimated 3,100 a month. Gosh, that's a lot. For a mortgage, I suppose it is dollars. What would that be in pounds? Like, ooh, I don't even know. 2,600? Anyway. As early as today at 11 a.m. Ooh, I could fly out to Texas and get a tour. Anyway, right. So this is quite nice. On the outside, looks cool. 5504, got double garage. Nice little cover. Cool flag on the wall. Front door, I'm guessing. This is a strange room, I have to admit, and that's a tiny door. Big smudge on the TV. This is a strange room, I have to admit. I would see this. It's a strange place for a lounge, I have to admit. Bathroom. Big open plan kitchen, very nice. Looks quite bright as well. They have got a lot of lights, and it's light coming in. Well, I wonder what that door is. I'm guessing it's like a food storage. Nice kitchen though, I have to admit. Oh, okay, so this is the actual lounge. The other room is, I guess, a second lounge. Where is that? Oh, that's a nice that wallpaper. Pretty good sized bedroom. Quite empty though. I guess if you've got, where do you keep your clothes? Is it in there? Oh, they've got a walk-in. Oh wow. Okay, never mind. Wow, that is a. Is that the one attached to the bedroom? It is. It's not even the main bathroom. That's just the private one. So there is another door. Well, unless that's the clothes wardrobe. That is a bit of a weird place though. You have to go through the bathroom to get to the closet. That's what they call it in America. Closet. I knew there was a word I was missing. Shower. The second bedroom. Quite a nice bedroom. Good size as well. Got its own bathroom. I think. Another bedroom. Massive room as well. You are joking me. Got a cinema room. What? Where? Is that instead of a basement? Oh my goodness. Not the worst garden size. I mean, I've definitely seen bigger, but not bad. Oh, here we go. I've got a floor plan. Go in, front porch, entry, office. So that's just a closet. The downstairs bathroom there. Entry. Okay, so that is food storage, that door in the kitchen. Another closet, another How many closets do you need? Kitchen, table, back patio, living room. Oh, there's a down. The bedroom's downstairs. Oh, that that bedroom is there. There's a laundry room there, then there's a bedroom there, and it comes out into that big bathroom, and then into that closet, and then the garage. We didn't see the garage. There's no pictures of it. Yeah, no pictures of the garage, which is weird. Yeah, then you go upstairs. You've got bedroom. Oh, so that's upstairs. That what's it called? Cinema room. Ah, there's no basement. In is there 3 closets upstairs? Unless maybe that could have been like 2 bedrooms, really, in theory, couldn't it? Maybe even 3 more. And you could have sort of 1, 2, 3. Oh no, never mind. There is pictures of the garage. Pretty standard looking. What snacks have they got? Oats. I'm not going to recognise many of these. Reese's. I know what Reese's is. Campbell's soup. Jar of, is that peanut butter? That's irrelevant. I'm wasting time in this video. So I said 500,000. I'd say I was pretty spot on. There are cheaper ones. That one's 367. 3 bedrooms, 2 baths. Have a quick look at that one. Click through. Pretty nice. That's cool. They've got a ladder up to their bookcase. A nice living room. Plain. Could probably do with some art or something. That's a cool kids' room. That is a bunk bed, isn't it? Yeah. I don't know about the black paint though. That's a weird choice. Batmobile bed. Awesome. Another bedroom. Decent size. On the smaller side though. Cool. Nice. Knight riding a dinosaur on the wave. Another bedroom. Guessing a master bedroom. Nice. It's downstairs too by the looks of it. Again, similar, almost identical bathroom to the other one, interestingly. Office slash. I don't know about that office space, to be honest. That's a questionable choice, in my opinion. But there's no keyboard, so unless it's just a NAS or security monitor or standing desk, though, so. Anyway. Again, not the biggest garden, but not bad. Bold, I suppose. Anyway. So, yeah, that was definitely smaller, but still not bad. What you get, not bad at all. So, good guess from me on that one. Okay, so now I'm going to see you in the next episode. All right, let's continue with level 3. Okay, this is promising. Right opposite a Burger King. Means when we find it on the map, it should be relatively easy to find. Hopefully I'm not jinxing myself when I say that. This state fair. Oh, does that say Atlanta, Georgia? Okay. That's, yeah. Atlanta, Georgia. We're near that, I guess. We're going to need a little bit more than that. I'm hoping that we can find a motorway exit or entrance. So this is 3 lanes, so possible that we're already on one. Although no, we wouldn't be because you don't turn off. There's no junctions. Well, that is. They're like a courtroom. Like it. Potentially. Okay. Keep on moving. In the hopes that eventually. Oh, excuse me. Eventually, we will find, well, anything really. What does this say? Walden Park. Okay. Oh. What does this sign say? 19. Oh, okay. We've got a state. Well, okay, we know what state we're in, don't we already? It's Atlanta. Oh, sorry, it's Georgia even. That looks about right. Yep. So 19 and 41. There's the 19. See if we can see. There it is, 41. There. 19 there. So they kind of come quite close to each other. So we're in this area ish. Curious now to know what that. We're on a road that runs northwest. It could be this. No, it's not that. That's a highway. But it's still a pretty major road. It could be this. Let's just keep going for a moment. Actually, let's see if we can see a Burger King. That may have been a bad idea. See if we can get a road name. I'll read that. Robert E. Lee Parkway. And the other road is Tara Boulevard. Where are we going to? Um, Tara. Oh, that's just the name of the road. Looking at that road, but it's not that one. Try going the other way. $75 in from US 41. That's 41 again. Okay, keep moving. And we're heading north, directly north at the moment. You know, it could be a road like this. Doesn't seem necessarily fixed. Ooh. Atlanta is north. Union City. Okay, let's just zoom out a little bit. Stockbridge, Atlanta, and Union City. There's Stockbridge. There's Atlanta. Means Union City should be the left. Doesn't say how far. North on the 1941. Somewhere around here. Oh, Tara Boulevard. Let's just go back. So that's this road here. So we need it where it collides with Robert E. Lee Parkway and Smith Street. Smith Street, there it is, Robert E. Lee Parkway. Perfect. And we're in the car park of, what is this? Long John Silver's. We're right by the exit, the entrance, about here. Up there. Ooh, there we go. Trivia. There's a Burger King next to an Arby's and a Domino's. Yes, there is. Domino's, Arby's, Burger King. Not technically next to it, but fair enough. That is not the most interesting trivia. I could have looked at that myself, but oh well. Anyway, we're doing quite well so far. So we'll move on to the next. Right, let's continue then. Okay, we're at a junction. That's good for helping find where we need to be. Oh, we didn't do house prices, although there weren't really any houses around. So it's alright, we'll do it on this one. Wind Rivers Body Shop. Okay. This road goes on forever. Well, that was an interesting house. Strange layout compared to all the others. Oh, okay, we're out. What's going on up here? Okay, got a railway. So it's like a trailer park. Kind of. Not really. They're fixed, but you get the idea. Go down this. I don't know if this is the right way to go. Ooh, I wonder what that says. Ooh, Nebraska Department of Transportation. Okay. Nebraska. Nebraska's not that big. Good. There's not much in it, which is also good. Buffalo Bill Ranch. Okay, I'm guessing that's probably not going to be on the map. But at least we've got an idea now. I know where to start looking if I see a name. Why have they got a ramp? Road closed. Buffalo. Is that the name of the town? Buffalo. Could well be. Oh, you really don't have to zoom in very far. See the names. Why is there a town called Doughboy? I'm guessing that this town is going to be one of these names. Where's the border? Yeah, I'm good for now. Buffalo, Buffalo. Names are a bit more densely packed now. Buffalo. That's the border. Broken Bow, Beaver City, Johnson Lake. Maybe Buffalo's not the town name. Maybe it's. I don't know. That's like an edge. I don't see it. So maybe it's not the town name. Nebraska Land Days. Something going on over there. Oh, Lincoln County. Where are we? Is there a Lincoln County? Probably not going to be on the map, is it? Doubt it. Oh well. Oh well. Gosh. What happened here? I'm back in time. Nebraska State Parks. Hang on. Didn't we see a state park? The National Forest Reservation. Maybe not. State Historical Park. I feel like this should be on the map then. Hmm. Ooh. Road here. It's a tricky one. Tricky indeed. There's just nothing here. Suppose it makes sense for where we are. The state does look quite empty. Yeah, I'm not driving all the way down there. There is nothing. We know we're in Nebraska. There's a lot of references to a buffalo, but I, at a glance, couldn't see anywhere called buffalo. So, sure. Maybe we can go this way. No, we went that way. Do I have another look for buffalo? I'm not sure. Um, the state park. Where is state parks are going to be around the green bits. There's quite a lot of green down here. So I'm just not sure. I need to find something. Anything, really. Oh, what have we got here? Church. That helpful. You are 146 miles away from Grand Island. Oh. 146 miles. How far is that on the map? What, maybe sort of like that far? I had to guess. That's like 100 miles. In which direction? Could be anywhere. Could be like a circle like that. Okay, well that's a start, I guess. Actually, that's a point. Let's look around for buffalo in this area. It was 146 miles actually. So look for a buffalo. Buffalo. How far out should I look? Maybe like to here? Zoom right in. There's Lexington. But we said we wouldn't go any further then. I don't see any buffalo. No. Don't lose Grand Island. Okay. Well, keep going, I guess. One looks like it might be a little tricky, but I don't want to give up because we've got a good score. 7 a.m. to sunset. A bit vague. North Plate. There a North Plate anywhere? Let's see one. But I must admit, I didn't look particularly hard. Ooh, Interstate 80, which is this. Okay, well, we kind of knew that. But we know now that we're near it. So we head along the 83. There's the 83. Oh, North Plate. Does that mean we're around here somewhere? There's also an airport. So we need to head west from. Okay, let's find this intersection here specifically. So we can go east towards the 30. There's the 83, there's the 30. So this road is called Geoguessr Street. That. There's a railway line there. That's interesting. So Geoguessr Street and Rodeo Road. There's Rodeo Road. Rodeo Road. North Buffalo. This. The road that goes over the railway line. Which there can't be many of. Okay, right, we're going to go back. Back. Where did we go? This way. Go find out what road this is. Out here. Let's say. Okay. Buffalo Bill Avenue meets 9th Street. Oh, there's a Jefferson there. West Rodeo. Oh, we're close. I know we're close. So that road goes almost directly south, which means there it is, North Buffalo Bill Avenue meets 9th Street. There's 9th Street. And we have to go south over the rail line, which means we're on the northern side. Which means we head east here. We go this way. We should find. There's no road name. Here maybe? No. We see 217. No, that's 2000. Unless there's a missing number by the looks of it. King's Court Sovereign Properties. We did see a King's Court sign. 2 something 17. 2217. Could be that one. That backs on almost immediately onto another building. Yep. Okay. So we are at a junction. 9th Street meets Jackson. North Jackson Avenue. North Jackson Avenue. Yep, there it is. So we're right on this bit. Oh boy. Wow, that was a tricky one. That was such an obscure place. Well, yeah, I suppose it was. As at least so far, it's in this round. It's been most obscure. At least it was on the highway. You know, it could have been here, but then at least it says Stapleton. So hopefully there would have been a hint. Okay, so oh yes, house prices. Okay, this is going to be an interesting one because in the area I was looking, they weren't very big houses, and oh, how did I do that? Okay, never mind. That's useful, I guess. Yeah, see, they're not very big houses. Most of them, well, okay, some of them are one story, some of them are two. But they're not very big. It's quite out the way. There's not really anything around. Oh, goodness sake. If that's 146 miles, you're a good 200 miles from any major cities. 200 miles from Denver, Colorado, maybe 250. So I'm going to say that the average house price in this area or near it is 125,000. Okay, right, let's have a look then, shall we? North Lake, Nebraska. This is the right place. Make sure we get the exact spot we were looking at is in North Plate on the name. We're just above the railroad. In fact, there's a house for sale just down the street. This one. Gosh, these pictures are a bit dodgy. There's only four pictures, no inside pictures. Okay, that's a little bit dodgy. I'm gonna have to admit. This one looks a bit better. Pictures look better on this one, slightly. Still not the greatest. Looks like quite a small place. Very small place. With a garage, some land. Quite a small kitchen, but it's alright. Outhouse, I guess. Very small bathroom. A bit of work. Tiny place. 90,000. It's a 2-bed? Really? Where's the second bedroom? This is one of them, I guess, and this is the second one, but terrible pictures too. There's this one that's 80,000. Okay. Sort of a conservatory-ish thing. Gross carpet. Quite dim lighting. I have to admit it's not the nicest place. Oh gosh, that's a bit grim. That someone's looks like the kind of place you'd get murdered, honestly. Falling apart. My goodness. I don't even know what that is. I think it's safe to say I'm not particularly interested in touring that. Okay, so I said, what did I say? 125? That one's 130, that one's 80, that one's 90. Right in the general 120, 90, 110, 475. Oh wow, that is actually much nicer. Even got like a ramp all the way up. Although there's parking right outside your house. Oh wow. Are we sure this is a house? This looks like, I don't know, not a house. Or it looks like a dentist's office or something. Yeah, like, yeah, this was definitely a business of some kind. Yeah, like employees must wash hands. Okay, so it was a business. I was right. Don't know what kind of business. What the heck is that? Something where they need a sink. My bet is dentist, honestly. There is a bedroom. Wait, hang on. So is this the done up version or is this fake? Is this new? Virtual staging. Okay, so they're fake. Right, okay. Anyway. Okay, there are some more expensive houses around. I have to admit, some of these are quite nice. This is a nice place. Quite open. Nice hardwood floors. Perhaps a tiny bit dated, but I'm sure you could probably make it work. Nice outhouse. Nice kitchen. Bed on the floor. Classic. Walk-in wardrobe, kind of. Bedroom, room. Another bedroom. Shower that you've got to step into. Basement, I guess. Don't know what room that is. Another bedroom. 6-bedroom house. Office slash bedroom. Basement, I guess. More basement. bathroom with a low-hanging light. All back garden. Tiny sink. Not a bad place. Anyway, well, I get the idea. Not quite as nice as some of the others we watched or looked at, but considering it's the middle of nowhere, not too bad. A nice house. Anyway, right, let's move on to the next level, the final level, I believe. Yeah, we've just done round 4, so one more round. Okay, so on to the final round then. Round 5. Please be a good one. I don't know about this. At least we've got a defining feature that we can judge it off of, but where on earth are we? Very dark. The middle of the day, and your house it looks pitch black in all the shade. Anyways, wait. Where do we? Okay, good, we can. I was going to say, if that's given me a dead end on my final one. See, this is more like they've got sun. Over there, they were just darkness. It's the middle of the day, and okay, main road, good. Let's see what's going on. Well, it's a very nice house. Pristine. And all that land as well. How much do we reckon that property's worth? Gosh. Just take a second to admire that. Very nice. Very nice indeed. Down there. Don't know, it's fenced off. We'll never know. I'm hoping one of these days we will find something to go off of. I've just got a bad feeling about this one. Whose postbox is that? There is nothing there. Well, that's a long walk to come and get your mail, isn't it? My goodness, so much. These people's land is massive. How on earth would you maintain this? Keep it cut? That must be one hell of a job. Maybe they've just got animals. Oh dear. Oh dear. What does that sign say? Oh boy. Let's go all the way back down. I'll have to go the other way instead. The railroad, okay, that will be handy eventually as a landmark. The first business I've seen, it's a dentist, okay. Can't quite see what this place is. Life Center Baptist Church, okay. Another church. Bethlehem Missionary Baptist Church. Carolina Construction Equipment. Now the question is that a locational reference or it's a name? Okay, well the town seems to have picked up a bit. Considering it felt like we were in the middle of nowhere, we've now come out to pretty populated. I just thought we were in the sticks. Maybe not. You know, you live down there, you get the feeling of being in the sticks without actually having to be in the sticks. Anyway, we're gonna find. Oh, excuse me. We're gonna find any hints. It will be on this road. Or somewhere nearby. You know, I wonder about some of these businesses. I wonder how much business they actually get. Because, like that dentist, I can imagine business is probably not bad. Because realistically, you're probably the only dentist nearby. So everyone that lives around here doesn't have much choice than to come to you. Wildlife habitat area. Vista Camping Farm. Right, now is about the time I'm gonna need the game to give me some hints. Read every sign just in case. Camden, birthplace of baseball Hall of Famer Larry Doby. So we're in a town called Camden, Kershaw County. Howard F. Sparks, Adventist Church. Oh, this is going to be a toughie. I already know. Having to backtrack, try and find that place I was. Out in the sticks. Yeah. And I'm not going to be able to work out the road because I can't just go back and just come back to the main road because it'll take me forever. Well, presumably, if I just keep going, I will come across something eventually. I know I'm in a town called Camden. Ah, South Carolina. Okay, we're in South Carolina. Perfect. And we need to find Camden. Gonna be a pretty small name, I reckon. There it is. That wasn't difficult. But now comes the difficult part. Trying to find out. Okay, first things first. What road is this? West Deckelb Street. It runs east to west. Oh, hang on. That was easy. I just saw east. Okay, so it's West Deckelb. There's the Lowe's that we saw. There's the river. In Vista, we saw that. Saw the Toyota place. Trouble is, now it's getting tricky. We may have to redo some bits. Not that way. Not that way. So we go down to the end here. And I believe. Oh no. Oh, they don't. It's playing. Is this the way I went? I think so. No. it's not this way, is it? It's this way. So there's the railroad. And I can see the railroad here. And this collides with here. So I'm thinking it's this road here. In fact, yeah, look, there's a dentist. So this doesn't seem familiar. Oh no, it does. Never mind. Okay, here we go. Road is. Give me a hint. Highway 1 South and Ward Road. Okay, so it is this. There's the railroad. And we were on Fox Road. No, it's not far up. There it is. Okay, that wasn't nearly as hard as I thought it would be to find. Now, the question is, where are we? So we're right on this, I believe. You go down here, it's sort of heading northeast-ish. Yeah. Go down here, down to the end. You go this way. You're out onto the main road, yeah. So we are right here. Oh yes, 5,000 points. Perfect, might I say. Now, the fun part again for this episode, house prices. I will be back in a moment. Okay, so I've got Zillow tab open. We are in Camden, South Carolina homes. Work out where we are. We are just above Woodland Forest. Okay, so I didn't even take a guess. Okay, whoops. I forgot about that. But there's a wide range. There's 100k there. Okay, it's a little bit run. It's very run down. Oh my goodness. Good lord. Yeah. Okay. That's probably not the best one to judge by. So it seems like 300k, 300k. It seems 300k is pretty standard. Pick this one. It's a nice little, very clean and neat. 3 bed, 2 bath. Nice high ceilings. Is that a bedroom? Right off the living room. Nice kitchen. Oof. Gosh, look at that. That looks like an expensive bedroom. I like this though. It's very nice. Nice bathroom. Don't know who that is. A very high bed. We've got 3 mattresses. And that just looks impractical. How on earth are you meant to get behind there? And that is a massive bed. They've all got a similar, like, wooden units. Okay, a tiger. Cool. Well, that's nice. Little outdoor seating area. Little garden. A pool. Nice big garden. What a nice place that was. Let's look at one more, just to finish things off. Got a few in the same road. Let's look at this one. It's 600. A little bit overexposed. A lot of land. Double garage. Oof. Wow. That is a nice interior. Bit of an empty kitchen, but it's a really nice house. Really nice. Bathroom's a bit cramped. Okay, never mind. This one is. This one's not. There's no door. It's just straight in. Nice little outhouse. Bedroom. Another bedroom. Another bedroom. Quite nice, actually. I have to admit. Big, spacious bedrooms as well. Not a big fan of that wallpaper, if I'm honest. This is massive. All of this space in the bathroom. Driveway leading up. That is a solid, I have to admit. Okay, well, that was enjoyable. We got a perfect score. 25,000. Some very solid guesswork there, or detective work. And that was a quick one too, only took an hour and a half. 12 minutes, 25 minutes, 11 minutes, 23 minutes, 16 minutes. Good one. Which one took the longest? Number 2, which was the Texas one. Oh, that one, yeah. But that's because I just couldn't work out. I was going to say it's because I couldn't work out where I was. Yeah, obviously. But I couldn't work out how to get out of where I was. And then I spent ages trawling all of Texas for whatever name it was. Benton. Anyways, though, that's this episode done again. Another perfect score to make up for last episode, which was not. And yeah, I will see you in the next.